everybody, welcome to my new channel. I'm going to show you guys different makeup tricks, pretty much anything, skincare, so if you're interested, keep watching. I'm going to show you guys today a look that I get a lot of questions about how I do, so let's go ahead and get started. Da da da! Father, forgive my hair, it knows not what it does today. Alright, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin. That is the most important thing that you can do to make your skin glow underneath your makeup. So first I'm going to go in with it's actually the number 7 Beautiful Skin Toner, and I put it in a spray bottle just because I like it better in the spray bottle. And we're done. Just kidding. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer, and I picked this up not that long ago. I've usually had really bad luck with primers. Usually they feel really oily or almost like you're putting Vaseline on your face, and I really don't like that. I do not like that at all. So it's taken me a while, but I finally found a primer that I actually like, and the purpose of a primer is to really put a barrier in between your makeup and your skin. It's going to fill in your pores, so that way you don't get any makeup in there, and it's really just going to help your makeup last throughout the day. Now the foundation that I'm going to be using today is by Wet n Wild. It is the Photo Focus Foundation in Soft Ivory. This is only like $5.99, I believe. I usually use a Tarte foundation, but my bank account didn't let me do that this time, so now we're just going to use this. The only thing that I will say that this foundation for the price is actually pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it smells like a paint primer. That is the only thing that I have against this foundation. But for $5.99, you get over it, right? Also, bring it down on my neck because you don't want that harsh line. That looks horrible. I can't even express to you. I even pull it a little bit behind my ears as well. Alright, now that our foundation is on, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and the concealer that I cannot live without. This is my ride or die. I will not ever use another concealer. I don't even know if I can bear trying another one. It's by Tarte, and it is Tarte's Shape Tape. This is worth the hype. It is worth the money. It is $21, I believe, $21 or $22, and it's exclusive to Ulta. This concealer is life. It is everything to me. Everything. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes. I prime with this too for my eyeshadow. It works. I really don't need anything else. This is just an amazing concealer. You can even contour with it. If you get like a darker shade, you can go in and it can be a cream contour like this. It is just the holy grail of concealers. And I'm going to go in with a beauty blender for my concealer. The reason why I prefer this for my concealer and not my foundation is because I always just feel like no matter what I do, I wet it first, I dry it a little bit, it goes on cakey for me. I don't know if that's just the type of beauty blender that I use. Maybe I can kind of try that out. But I just feel like using a foundation brush just makes it look so much better to me. And the foundation brush that I did use is one by e.l.f. I think it's by e.l.f. And it's just this gray foundation brush. Super cheap. Love it, love it, love it. And it works. Alright. Now I'm going to go in with some Smooth Operator from Tarte. This is a setting powder. I don't ever really bake unless I'm doing a very glam look. This is just to really set your foundation and your concealer so that way it does not move throughout the day. This is a very good setting powder to me. In case you haven't noticed, I really love Tarte. Pretty much almost everything I'm using today is Tarte. It's amazing. It's amazing. Alright. And I also bring this down on my neck too, just so you can set what you already put on your neck. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go in with the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is a really good basic bronzer. I don't go with anything that's too shimmery or anything like that. That just weirds me out. And the kind of brush that I use is one that I got from Target by Sonia. I cannot pronounce her last name. Starts with a K. Something something. And I go in with this. And I really am going to focus it on my jawline. And I'm going to bring it down again just like I did with everything else, so that way I don't get a harsh line. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm really going to focus this on this part. If you have a more round face to where your cheekbones aren't really that prominent, this is a really good trick that you can do to make it to give the illusion that you have them there when they're not. I'm going to go up here as well. Now I'm going to go in and do my brows, and I'm going to, my dog is lying on this. Faber, get off. Get off, not for you. He's so rude. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder, and this is super cheap. It's really, really good. I believe this was like $4.99, and I only use the lightest shade that's in there. I don't use the little brushes that they came with. I'm not a fan of them. I'm going in with a Morphe double-ended brush. The first one, or the top part, is slanted, and the bottom one is just a blank applicator. So first, what I do for my brows, I brush them up so that way it gently exfoliates them, and then I really just go along with the natural line. It's gonna look a little bit weird at first, but we'll just blend it out. It's fine. It's fine. And then I'm going to take this end of the brush and I'm going to lightly brush through the product, so that way it gives it a very natural wispy look, opposed to the very fake, they obviously drew on their eyebrows kind of look, which I'm not knocking it. Sometimes you got to do that, but I work extremely hard for my eyebrows and I need to show that off. So that's just my thing. Usually some people put concealer to clean up their brows, but I just use this flat Morphe brush. It's kind of got harder bristles, like it's not super soft, so I can go in and just gently clean it up. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, so hang tight. Alright, now that that is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyeshadow. The reason why I don't go ahead and just do my blush and highlighter is because in case there's any fallout, I don't want to have to mess it up and redo it, so it's just one less step that I'm going to have to do later. So my favorite go-to palette is actually the Tartelette in Bloom, so that's the one that I'm going to show you today. That's the one that I get the most compliments about. So first I'm going to start with a Morphe brush that's really flat and fluffy like this, and I'm really going to just put this shade called Flower Child. It's a very neutral shade, and I'm going to put that all over the base of my lids. And this is really going to help the other colors pop out a little bit more, and it's just going to help them stack really nicely on top of each other. Alright, next I'm going to take this fluffier Morphe blending brush. Next going to take the shade Smarty Pants and Sweetheart, and I'm going to blend those together, and I'm really going to focus it on the bone right here, and I'm going to do it in a windshield wiper motion. And this is going to create a very light shadow to really define your crease. And next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two warmer tone colors. They're called Rebel and Leader right here. And I'm going to use this same fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to mix those two together. And I'm going to focus this right on the outer corner right here. I'm not going to bring it in though. I don't want to really touch that part of my eye quite yet. Really, really focusing it right here. I'm not putting it on the lid. Again, it's just on the bone. And a little bit down. Just like so. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the darkest brown that's in there, and it is called Activist, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to use a very small amount to just place right on, again, the outer corner, but it's going to be literally just like right here. I'm not going to bring it in any further. I'm just really going to blend it and focus it right here. And now that that's blended, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slowly blend it inward, but I'm not going to go too far, kind of like we did halfway with the 2 shades Sweetheart and Rebel. That's what I'm going to do again here. Or I'm sorry, Rebel and Leader, not Sweetheart and Rebel. Like that. Okay, and now I'm going to take the shade Funny Girl. It's a really shimmery white color, and I'm going to focus that on my lid right at the inner corner, and that's really going to make this make my eyes pop. Focusing it like this. And then I'm going to kind of clean it off again on that makeup wipe. And then I'm going to use the color Charmer. It's this matte white right here. And I'm going to focus that on my brow bone. And I'm also going to put it on the inner corner right here. So that way it makes my eyes look a lot more open. And then I really don't wear eyeliner every day just because I don't know, I just never really feel like it. So what I usually do is I take one of the shades that I did use, not the darkest, but I'll take this Rebel color right here, and I'm going to place that about halfway down my lash line. Just to give my under eye a little something, since I'm not going to be putting on any eyeliner or anything. And now I'm going to take the same brush that I used for the bronzer. I'm going to clean it off a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is wipe underneath to get any fallout or anything like that. And just that way it really cleans up my under eye area. And next I'm going to go in with the Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I love this mascara. It is one that I saw continuously on other YouTubers' channels, so I decided to give it a whirl, and I actually really like it. And a trick that I do with mascara to make it not clumpy, because clumpy is trashy, remember that, is I will do a light coat on each side first. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean mascara wand like this, and I'm going to brush through it, so that way we can brush out any clumps that I may have. Since my lashes are longer, I do usually get clumps. So this is going to help with that. And I'm going to go in a rolling motion, kind of rolling them up. So that way it gives the illusion that they're curled, because I don't do that. I'm lazy. And then I'm going to repeat and go in again. If I'm doing a more glam look, I will do this a few times just to really, really define my lashes, because I don't like wearing falsies. They take a lot of time, and my lashes are already pretty long, so Work it. All right. And now I'm going to go in with my blush. I use a more neutral blush on a daily basis. This is Celebrated by Tarte. And I do a smile. I do it right here on the apples of my cheeks, and I kind of pull it upwards a little bit because that's really going to slim your face. If you do it more right here and go out, it makes everything kind of focus inward, and I don't know, I just don't, not a huge fan of it. It's time to glow. The highlighter that I usually use, because it is more subtle, is going to be the Exposed highlighter from Tarte. This is my mini one. It's so cute. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create more of a, I'm going to focus it right above my blush. And so I really like to keep it kind of pulled back to right here and create kind of a Pac-Man face right here. Like he's eating my eye. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. You don't have to, it's just something that I do. Right above my lip and a little bit on my chin. And going a little more. Yes. A basic, very neutral lip color that I do is by Tarte. Again, I love Tarte, maybe a little too much, is the Tartiest lip paint in the color Festival. Since I'm newer to lip colors, I definitely like to use this one because it does not budge. I prefer my lip colors to not move. Alright, and this is the look that I usually do on a daily basis for work, or sorry, they're being real rude. Yeah, anyway, so subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I will also be doing skincare videos as well. And I will also put everything that I used today in the description box below. Yeah, let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.